I don't know what kind of... I don't know what kind of helmsman they've got. It's always blimps. It's always airships and blimps that are the most technically prone to break it all. Alright, no, I think I can fix that. I'll blame that on shrapnel. Oh, how much damage can you do just flying an airship? It's a bloody great balloon in the sky. Can't cause that much damage, surely. Well, maybe if I... Is that what... That's better. Alright, my little darling. Let's see how you fly
Chief Ryan
now.
to the bridge. That's Mechanic Chief Ryan to the bridge. Thank you.
Let's see what the old captain wants. Yeah, that should do. He should be happy with that. Right. You wanted to see me, Captain?
Ah, Chief Ryan, thank you. I am sure you and the best pilot in the fleet are well acquainted.
Yes, I am, sir. He took out my triplane for the first time.
Yes, I heard about that.
Excuse me,
Chief
sir?
Ryan, you neglected to include in your report that you had been constructing a brand new aircraft.
Well, I mean, it was just a hobby of mine, sir. You know, I didn't expect it would be a problem.
But you did instruct the pilot here that they could take it out on their mission, correct?
Yes, I did. I did say that, sir. Is there a problem?
Ryan, far from it. The handling of the aircraft, our pilot here tells me, is superb.
Oh, well, it's only a standard console that I rewired from an old biplane, you know.
Yes. But the way the pilot describes it here, the aerodynamics are a lot more ironed out. The maneuverability in a triplane is far more greater. And also I hear that you invented some kind of switch for the machine gun turret, for the Gatling gun.
Yes, sir. Every time the propeller has a gap in it, that triggers the firing mechanism on the Gatling gun. Sir.
Ingenious. May I see this triplane?
Well, it's going to be a little bit difficult now, sir. It's on the airfield under a tarmac. So, you know, with us up here in the airship, your airship, sir, that might be a little bit difficult.
Quite the contrary, Ryan. We have had it brought aboard.
You what?
We've brought it aboard, Ryan. You can show me the full dynamics of your aircraft in blueprints. Have you constructed any blueprints
yes,
for
sir,
them?
But you need to understand that this was a private venture, a hobby. You know, once I perfected it, you know, I was going to sell it on to, you know, the arms manufacturing company, and you know, potentially make a bit of money for myself. You know, this isn't like a professional thing that I'm paid to do. I just did it in my free time.
I'm well aware of that, Ryan. However, I would like you to show me the blueprints all the same.
Yes, sir. It's another fine mess you got me into, innit? Ace pilot. What did you have to compliment my work so much for, eh? Nah, I don't want your apologies. I just wanted to keep this under wraps, because you know how the army is with things like this. You know, anything to win their war against. You know the strange thing? You want to know the scary thing? I don't even know who they're fighting. I mean, you at least have seen the enemy up close. Well, alright, you've... okay. But they do have aircraft, right? What do you mean, not exactly? What are you shooting at? What is causing all this damage as you come back? What is causing me so much work to get all my birds running again? I'll see. What do you mean I'll see? Pilot! Oi, I'm talking to you. What do you mean I'll see? Pilot!
Absolutely extraordinary. The world's first triplane, and it was invented by our side.
With respect, sir, it was invented by me. With the greatest of respect. And like I said, this was a private venture. I didn't intend to, you know, this wasn't a project that I was commissioned to do by the military.
I am well aware of that, Ryan. Absolutely first class. You have the blueprints?
Yes, sir. They're here.
Excellent.
But I should like to reinforce, sir, that, you know, this is my personal project, and I wasn't expecting it to be, you know, on board, away from my workshop, you know, all of that. I need to know what you're planning to do with it.
Planning on doing with it? Ryan, do you have any idea what you've invented?
Well, yes, sir. It's a triplane. I invented it
to give us a substantial advantage in this war. Do you not understand what it is that you have invented?
I do understand, sir, that I have invented a warplane in my own time, but you need to understand, sir, that this is a personal project. I don't want to, you know, use it yet.
But you did instruct the pilot that he could use it, and under Section 14 of our Judicial Code, nothing but authorized vehicles may be used in conflict.
Yes, sir.
So are you going to tell me that it is non-commissioned, or am I to submit my report to the General and say how you blatantly disregarded this order and potentially endangered the life of the young pilot here?
Sir,
Now, let's have no more of that. Now give me the full rundown. Will she be ready for combat tomorrow?
Well, yes, sir. The pilot did a pretty good job on the mission of bringing it back without damage. You know, it shouldn't take me any more than just under an hour to get her ready to fly again. Why, sir?
Because you and the pilot are going to lead the fleet in an all-out assault on the enemy. Do I make myself clear?
You're telling me that we're going to lead a fighter squadron of planes with my triplane?
That is correct, Ryan. Or am I to again assume that this is a non-commissioned aircraft and you did put the pilot's life at risk?
Sir, permission to ask a question?
Permission granted, Ryan.
Permission to write a complaint, sir?
Permission granted. However, this will have to wait until after the mission is completed, I'm afraid, Ryan. In the meantime, get yourself sorted out. You and the pilot are leaving at 0800 hours tomorrow morning. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Pilot? Excellent. Dismissed. Sir. Well... crap. What am I supposed to do? Surely he can't do that. Like I said, I don't even know who we're fighting. What do you mean that they don't have aircraft? How are you... Wait, what? I mean, I'm going to have to be, aren't I? You know, if you're going to take my baby up there, you might as well have me as your co-pilot. I wouldn't have anyone else. Right, so what's the mission then? Who are we bombing or attacking or whatever? An enemy stronghold. Okay, so what are we up against? Machine guns, anti-aircraft guns, right. No, I'm just making a note of it. Do they have scissor shot, do you know? Scissor shot? Oh, sorry, I called it scissor shot. You know those weird kind of bladed chain balls that they fire up at it sometimes? You know, tears the plane's wings to pieces. Do they have any of that? Oh, they do. Okay. Well, what's the official name for them then? Yeah, I like scissor shot better. Oh, you know, because it cuts the wings. Because it cuts the wings like scissors through paper. That's why I call them scissor shot. Oh, look, don't get too hung up on it. It's just what I call it. Right. Anything else? Any flamers? Alright. No, I think I know what I have to do tonight. 0730. Right. Well, I better get to work then. Yes, you can help me. It's the least you can do for spilling my secret like that. Well, you can start by removing the HUD flap. The HUD flap. Look, here. You use a 45 wrench. Oh, this one. Right, you know what? I'm going to do this myself. Do it. It's kind of ironic, isn't it? Triple reinforced armoured wings for a triple triplane. Right, I'd like to see the scissor shot that can get through that. If my deductions are right, then this should be one of the strongest aircraft in the sky. Well, from what you've told me about the enemy, which granted isn't much, you know, you haven't mentioned that they've got powerful enough aircraft, yet they still somehow managed to cause devastation to my poor planes. I've had to improvise, make them, you know, strong. No, you don't have to worry about that. This thing is like an armoured tank in the sky. A flying tank. Maybe that's what they'll nickname it when these go into mass production. Listen, I do appreciate it, you know. Well, you know, like bigging me up to the captain, you know. It made me feel good, you know. Well, at least until he wanted to keep taking matters into his own hands. Because I bet I know exactly what's going to happen. Which reminds me, where are the blueprints? I thank the gods he hasn't taken them. Right, I'm going to keep these with me. Not that I don't trust the captain, but,
He was looking rather greedily at my plane. And I don't want anyone ogling her too much just yet. Well, yeah, it's like letting your daughter date the first stranger, you know. You don't know anything about him. Well, I mean, I trust her up there with you. I mean, as long as you don't do too many loop-de-loops again. Give me hiccups. Oi, don't laugh at me. I was being serious. You scared me then. But you know, I trust you. You're a good pilot. Well, one of the best, actually. Anyway, maybe we should get ready, hey? We have to be on the bridge at have to be on the bridge in a few hours, so you know. Just before you go, thank you. I know it didn't quite turn out the way you probably wanted it to, or I wanted it to, but I do appreciate you, you know. That's alright. Alright, good night. Okay, what was I doing? Oh yeah, triple reinforced triple wings of a triple triplane. Oh, right, I've done that.